welcome back. And doing things a little different here on Sports Sunday, we want to welcome to the show Craig Carse, head coach over at Hardin-Simmons of the men's basketball team. Coach, thank you for being here this evening.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
The unique thing about March and into April, we get to talk a lot about college basketball, and sort of the main focus yesterday, today, and tomorrow has been on the Final Four. You know, we're lucky that we have a guy here in Coach Carse who's actually been on that stage. It was a while back, but, you know, what was that like? Fill us in.
Well, the NCAA tournament is an exciting event, and in basketball, particularly college basketball, that's a pinnacle. When until you're involved in the NCAA tournament, until you're involved in any type of postseason national championship event, it's just very, very hard to describe. Very exciting for the players, really exciting for the coaches, and naturally from the fan perspective, it's just a wonderful time. And
especially for the fans, you know, a lot of people here will probably be able to say that, hey, I was able to go down to a Final Four. I was able to watch a team play. It's very different for the coaches, for the players. All eyes are on them, not only in the arena, but around the world with all the cameras and the spotlights.
So many distractions, you know, very, very hard to keep a team focused, and they can't help it because of the distractions that are around. It's an event just like the Super Bowl is to professional football, but I think that we've had more parity this year in this tournament. I think we see coaches that are well prepared, well experienced. Naturally, Coach Calhoun is experienced from his age and his past. Coach Stevens is experienced from coming off of a championship game last year.
How do you, as a coach, prepare your players, prepare, you know, yourself for going on to the biggest stage in college basketball?
Well, the thing that you want to do is try to be as normal as you can be in your preparation and your intense, you know, effort. But again, there are so many distractions at that first few moments of a game, almost a hyperventilating, you know, and just the excitement, the adrenaline, and then you settle down. I think you saw Kentucky yesterday as a young group. Didn't really settle down until halftime. Making baskets has so much to do with it, but I've been very impressed with what Brad has done with Butler and getting them settled in, and they take care of the basketball. Big key is possession on both ends of the court of taking care of the basketball and getting the basketball. I thought Connecticut did a good job of that. But again, Connecticut won by 1 point, and VCU was right there until the last moments.
Connecticut being talked about as, you know, the power coming into this Final Four. They have such an incredible lineage of basketball teams that have gone deep into tournaments to Final Fours and so far. What is it about this UConn Husky team that you like, that you see, that really sticks out?
Well, I think what good coaches do is they adapt to their personnel and they adapt to their season. This year, Connecticut has not played normal Connecticut basketball. Going into tomorrow night, they've won 13 straight games in tournament play this year, 3 in Maui, 5 in the Big East tournament, 5 now in the NCAA tournament. It takes tremendous mental toughness to do that. So I think Coach Calhoun, like all good coaches do, he's really adapted his personnel to what their strengths, and they have what some consider the most productive player in the country this year in Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens, on the other hand, has done a tremendous job adapting to his personnel this year.
And that's one of the things about this matchup coming up tomorrow is Kemba Walker and Shelvin Mack. Shelvin Mack is dwarfed by Kemba Walker, what he's been able to do this season. We've seen Kemba Walker a lot more, heard a lot more about him. But, you know, we get to the tournament, Shelvin Mack has made an incredible name for himself.
Well, he's done a great job. Naturally, Big East schools are going to get attention. You hear Williams at Arizona, and you hear Mack at Butler, and so many other players like Jim or Fredette at BYU. Yeah. They don't get that same attention nationally that a Big East guy would. But this Mack is, I would predict to be a lottery pick in the NBA draft, and a guy that really has come around into just hit shots, balance shots, key time shots. And I think everybody knows that Kemba and Sheldon are going to be the two real keys to their teams.
Now, you can't count out the rest of this Butler squad. They're scrappy, they're salty, and they're tested. They've been here a year ago. They lost to Duke by just, you know, an inch or two. Yeah. But take a look at this matchup tomorrow. Break it down for me.
Well, first of all, I don't know how you would pick on this. I wouldn't want to be a Vegas odds maker in this whole tournament. I thought Duke coming in because of their experience. But in breaking down this tomorrow, it's going to be the old adage of who takes care of the basketball, who takes care of possessions on defense, not to allow the team to have the easy offensive rebound to make the easy basket, possessions when you have the ball to get the good shot and get a high percentage in your shooting. So it'll be interesting. I don't think you'll see teams miss free throws like you saw Kentucky miss yesterday, which would have been a difference. But I think in this case, both these coaches will have these kids well prepared. I don't think either team will be butterflied. I think they'll be very intense from the get-go, and we may see one of the all-time great national championship games.
Real quick, we're running out of time, but put a final score on this one.
Well, I think it's going to be a low-score game. I think it's going to be in the 60s, and I think it's going to be within a basket or two of each other.
Craig Carse, head coach over at Hardin-Simmons men's basketball team, thank you very much for joining us.